Hi guys, this is my invitation for you to be more within motion with yourself and emotion, just like looking at the word, being reflective of energy, being in motion, I think very much has this cleaning facet to it, where the fact that you are not remaining stagnant with something internally but are actually dynamic with it allows for you to explore it from different angles and from different viewpoints, and to really enrich the sense of how you can relate to something and what you can immerse yourself within. So I think there are like two ends to where you can take things. Either we talk something very subtle and minimal and very just like something that sharpens our senses or our challenges the depth of one's presence and what one can be receptive to or of, and where that motion is going. And this is something that would be very resemblant of energy work, I feel. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you would have the courage to play with the expressivity, with the dynamic potency, the vastness, the fierceness, really the sturdiness, the greatness, the strength of emotion, what is a more maybe societally connotated with power, although I feel there's so much power in sensitivity as well, and in tenderness and those nuanced elements. But on this other side of the scale, I think that this is where we talk, okay, so now we challenge what our sphere of comfort is. We challenge how firmly can we stand for ourselves and our needs, preferences, beliefs, not to make it, keep it in an individualist context, but I just think you can relate to me when I talk this way. Then if I would say let's defend social justice and equality, and but I do mean it. Okay, so here I also think that you can deepen the dichotomy you can exist within internally, so that you become kind of more vivid and alive on a wider spectrum, and you can be more dynamic with like how you relate to also different contexts. And that's not to say that, I've experienced people who would feel like completely different people based on the environment they would be in, because they would so want to be likable and they would so know how to mold into a version which will feel like balanced to that concrete space. And I think there was some ingenuity to that. There was some of like self-abandonment within this. I know what kind of posture to take to feel this sense of like inclusivity, because when one knows oneself deeply, then you also can hold this contrastness even within a space, even within a community, right? Where it creates a stronger texture or more modified terrain based on, and I'm rooting this quality here, which might not yet be rooted within this context, but I feel the importance of that, and that's something which I feel realized also masculine presence can do, this anchored presence that has this strong sense of protectivity. If you want to protect truth, if you want to protect love, then you have to be confrontational in certain cases and in certain contexts. And to be able to do that, to bring that level of security to your surroundings, that's vastly beautiful. If that was correctly used term, I don't know, but yeah. So that's the other side of the scale. It's this like assertiveness within that. But I went large, right? Like I went big with the gestures, but I think contrast can also be within. Okay, so usually you're very accustomed to this this rhythm, this dynamic, this tempo. Now, can you slow that down and still not lose yourself? Can you still guide yourself and hold yourself through something really slow and tender? I think that will be challenging in the contrast to the expressivity. Yeah. And then, like, on the other hand, like, if for me personally, I feel a lot more relaxed when I can be gentle with motion, and then when there has to be a certain rigorousness to it, when there has to be a certain really just like sharpness, then that challenges really the physical strength I have in my body. And okay, so how much like you can breathe through, and how much of a physical strength you have to make yourself not fall apart, or like to keep clean shapes and clean alerted body, right? Like to not make it like crumble upon. Okay, I can't stay focused on all of those aspects, and frankly, you can always go to the edge where that happens. I think then like point of okay, this is stretched too far from where I can go at this point, and it's like it can't be form above the internal integration, I feel. But yeah, I will admit I don't know how I started this video. I only know where it ended. So yeah, I have to end it here because I can't really keep unfolding.